Here's our lean-to. It's where we do all of our barbecuing. We have these roll-up shades, which makes it really nice to keep the weather off of everything. Here's the tavern over here. And over here is our off-grid power. Let me go ahead and get this thing fired up. All right, welcome. I'll give you a quick tour after I turn on some lights, fan, start my heater. Got a little kerosene heater. Started that one a little while ago. So it's bearable in here. All right, so let's see. Updates since I've last shown. So we did get the sides here, the board and battens put on. And we have our black roof that we painted prior to putting it up, which made it a heck of a lot easier. So we painted each rafter and then we lifted them up into place. We also painted the roof, the 4x8 sheets of plywood while it was on the ground too. Made life so much easier. We have these lights here. So the one side, we did the board and batten, and we put these outlets here up higher because we were thinking we would end up having some type of counter or a long table. So if we wanted to have crock pots or something, they would be up higher. But we have plenty of low outlets as well. So we did that all the way to the back. Back here is our crazy chandelier with wine bottles. And then in the far back, we have these lights that are kind of hanging down. And what we were going to do on this back wall is we have these bricks here that we were going to put up. And we've been to a lot of bars that have brick exposed, and all those bars, the bricks are just put up haphazardly and no rhyme or reason. I mean, they did the brick wall, so that's what we're going to try to copy, is to not have straight lines and have a lot of broken bricks and whatnot, so that it'll look authentic, kind of, sort of, right? So, and then here is where we have our little bar. This is where we'll do a lot of prep work for barbecuing. So it's an island right there. We have some shelving. We have a lot of shelving and pretty cool tavern things to put up on the walls. So that's to come. Let me see if I can make this a little smaller. Yeah, there we go. We can get more in now. So I did put in a wood stove, so we'll be able to have heat like that. Let's see. There's a really good view of the far wall. That wall is pretty much done. And what I've been doing is working on the wall behind me with this rough cut lumber. So you can see I started cutting out a piece. So what we're gonna do over on this side is put horizontal rough cut lumber. You can see I put a few pieces in on the bottom, and I've stained them to kind of look, I guess, old, weathered, reclaimed. I didn't do over here yet, but you can see the pieces that I did put up. And what I was doing is dry fitting these ones here that are still white. That's what I started working on. Then what I'm thinking is we have a bunch of different color stains right here, which is what I was using, 4 different colors. We have this brown, then we have the black. So this one here is the brown, the black, This one here, I think is called Honey. 2 more boards that were with the black, another brown, and then this one here, I think was called, it was like a red oak. So what I'm thinking is this one here, we'll do black, and then maybe another mahogany, and then some maybe brown or something. And when we went to look for this rough cut lumber, we tried to find the lumber with the most defects. I think it looks really cool. So in here behind it, I painted it black because that knot goes all the way through. Up here, that's a really cool knot. So these ones are just sitting up on top of the wood. Actually, I think these 2 are also just sitting there for now. So that's what I'm working on. I'm gonna put the wood over to about where the sheet metal's temporarily sitting. We're gonna get some corrugated steel that's just galvanized looking, and it'll go all the way up to the top for the whole corner. So that's kind of how far I've come along. Making good progress, hoping to finish this out this spring. Today's February 1st. Yeah, so we do have high tops that we were going to put in here. I put one together. It's standing up here. High top tables. We have 3 to put on this side. And then what we were thinking over here, a love seat. And then maybe right over here somewhere we're going to put a propane heater, so at least we can keep it from freezing. Come in, heat it up with the wood stove. And then over here behind the ladder, we have an outlet up on the wall. We're going to end up mounting a TV right up in this area. So making progress.
Good morning. Good morning. Where is everybody? Oh, I still have some inside, huh? What do you think? Good morning, Petey. So this area at the end of our driveway was really driving us crazy. All overgrown with brush and jagger bushes and thorn bushes and just really atrocious. So this is what we started today. We're almost done. We have one little section in the back. You can see Sean taking everything back down there. We're gonna attempt to try to burn all these branches today. We'll see, because they're still in the shade, so they're pretty frozen. We'll see how that works out. But this was such an eyesore, and it still needs a lot of work. And it's funny, as we go through and pull things out, we find random bricks. And it's not like it was a pile of bricks or a wall or anything. You'll just find one brick, maybe a half a brick. We can't quite figure it out, but it's coming along nicely. And then it looks over into our neighbor's field, which is really nice. We put this orange barrier stuff, I don't even know what it's called, around our pine trees because during rutting season, the deer like to rub their antlers on pine trees, and they love the little ones for some reason. We did lose a couple. I'll see if I can go find one. So here's a perfect example of what they do to our trees. You can see the whole tip is bent over, so this thing is not going to survive. If it does, it's not going to look great, so we'll probably take it out. That's what we get when we don't put a barrier on it. Who's that? Stranger danger. So this area is a thorn in our side. No pun intended. We had an in-ground garden here maybe 2 years ago. And it did really well, but now that we have the pool, we kind of don't want to have that here. It's just kind of not working space-wise. So one of these days, we're going to take the time, pull up the weed block, get all the weeds and everything out of there, clean it up, plant some grass, make it back to a yard again. But like I said, a project for another day, and I'm not looking forward to it. All the sun is making me long for the days of floating in my pool. But we have a ways to go. It's only February. Are you sunbathing? Feels good in the sun, huh? So one of the things that is, it's like friends with boats, friends with heavy machinery. Big help. Mini compost pile that we had, and then the birds found them. Not much left of it right now, and they love to go in that garden bed. And they dig around in there looking for worms and whatever else. You can hear, I think doe rifle season starts tomorrow, so everyone's been out shooting today, practicing. It's really, really, really cold. What are you two doing over here? Huh? I know. Oh, it's a little chilly, huh? Good thing you got your winter feathers.